This is number 25 in section 2.2, and here we want to find an explicit solution to this differential equation and initial conditions, so this initial value problem. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, this is a separable, well, hopefully a separable equation. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide by x squared. I'll have dy dx is equal to 1 over x squared y minus 1 over x y. Then I notice that I have a y in both terms, so I can factor that out, and that gives me dy dx is equal to y times 1 over x squared minus 1 over x. So I can see I have a function of y times a function of x, so this differential equation is separable. And now I can proceed with the method, which gives me, I'll divide by y, and I'll have dy over y is equal to 1 over x squared minus 1 over x dx. And now I have all y's on one side, all x's on the other, and I'm able to integrate. So on the left hand side I have the ln of the absolute value of y, and on the right hand side I have minus 1 over x minus dln of x. And that's, let's go ahead and add the constant to this side. I'm going to call it c1 anyways, because we'll see that another constant will show up. Now the instructions here say to find an explicit solution. That means I have to solve for y. And so here, when I take e to both sides, the right hand side would be positive, so I can let go of my absolute value. And I have here y then is e to the negative 1 over x minus the ln of x plus c. In fact, I'm going to write the ln of x so that this minus sign is taken care of, and so I do plus the ln of 1 over x. I can take the factor and make it an exponent, which gives me x to the negative 1 here, and that's where the 1 over x comes from. Okay, now this is the same as e to the minus 1 over x times e to the ln of 1 over x times e to the c, and that should be a c1. So then this is the same as e to the minus 1 over x. Here I get 1 over x, and here I'm going to go ahead and call c e to the c1, which is another constant. So there's my constant c. Finally, y is equal to c over x e to the minus 1 over x. But we do have an initial condition. I'm going to scroll back to it. It's y of negative 1 equals negative 1. So that should allow us to figure out what c is. So y of negative 1 is equal to negative c e to the 1, or e, and this is supposed to be negative 1. Well, that means then that c is equal to 1 over e, or e to the negative 1. Finally, now y, if I take this function here, which is what we found y to be, replace c with this number, I get 1 over x e to the negative 1 over x minus 1. And this is my explicit solution.